Tonight's coverage is brought to you by Black Fire Bombs. Unleash a larger flame with bombs so black you'll never go back. At participating handmaidens while supplies last.
I think I figured out how I'm going to define this run of Dark Souls videos. Think of it this way. It's not like a review or a walkthrough, it's just McStab's view. Let's call it that. That sounds way better than vlog.
So here we are at the Undead settlement, but before we go in, we're going to gather our crew. We're going to use this bonfire here to go back to the high wall and free Grey Rat from his cell. See, he's the reason we got that key earlier, and having him around gets you access to some cool stuff. Like this ring. Next, we're going to grab Yol of Londor. This guy with the, face? Yol is essential to one of the game's endings, but be warned, if you want to keep yourself unhollow, you don't want to level up with this guy, lest you look like dried out bacon. If you think you're ready, let's head on inside. Ooh, this is interesting. Let's go ahead and summon Zinrex. The purple summoning sign means that he's a mad phantom from the Moundmaker's Covenant. In the meantime, we've got something we need to do for Grey Rat. He wanted us to go down to the Undead settlement and find an old woman named Loretta. Maybe we'll find her in the Dead Body House. Hey, here she is. Looks like we've got some kind of undead mass worship going on. Let's grab some evidence of Loretta's demise and then we'll crash this mass. You all ready for some crash mass caroling? La 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 la. This baddie over here is called the Evangelist, and we're gonna want to fight her one-on-one. Whoops, we got her attention. We're gonna want to take her down before... Oh, never mind, he's already here. Let's try to get out of this pincer attack. Oh, wait, where? Oh, no way, he's helping us out. See, these purple phantoms are neutral. However, their main goal is to kill someone while in your world, whether it be you, an invader, or a co-op partner. Sometimes these guys will help clear out baddies to make sure that you have a fair fight against each other. But sometimes they just want to be friends. Weirdos. Looks like Zinrex wants to be buddies, but it's not long until we're invaded. Looks like I might be able to help my new friend get his kill after all. We've got this guy outnumbered, but he's kitted out with some endgame equipment, so it might be a hard time taking him down. Red Phantoms don't get attacked by the baddies in your world, and he's playing it pretty smart by sticking next to other stuff that wants to kill us. We push him back to about here. I'm out of Estus, almost out of health, and then we have an Evangelist shooting projectiles at us. Good thing we have an option. Let's not go this way. Too bad, the Phantom caught up with us and we're dead. Can I tell you a little secret? Out of all of the things that are executed flawlessly in Dark Souls, the netcode does not live up to that standard. It's good enough for co-op, but for PvP, it's just a little bit off. And for a game that relies so heavily on precision, that can make a big difference. Whoops, I tripped. Oh, but look, a secret pathway. I wonder what's over here other than an ambush. Why, it's this fellow, out for a casual stroll. Just don't hurt him, he's a good guy. Take a ride in his corpse cage and it'll throw you down a hole. So after doing that, we're now crazy enough to join the ranks of our friend Zinrex in the Moundmaker's Covenant. May the voices guide your way. Unless you want to be the worst pyromancer of all time, you're going to want to talk to Cornix, a pyromancer from the Great Swamp. Cornix can sell you new pyromancies and also upgrade your pyromancy flame. Now that we've taken care of that, it's time to talk about our options. Technically, from here, you can go straight on past the next few trials and jump into the Road of Sacrifices, although I wouldn't recommend it because there's a ton to do here and it's all for the benefit of your character. Let me show you the reason that we're here. Ludleth of Coraland. The poor guy couldn't abandon his throne if he wanted to, but if you bring him a transposing kiln, he can turn boss souls into boss weapons. Isn't that worth fighting another boss? Do it for Ludleth. So instead of fighting the Irithyll Knight to proceed to the next area, we're going to get on the second story of this elevator and get a branch from a giant archer. Now we can cross this area without having to dodge giant arrows the size of your body. Back in the trees here, you'll find ashes that you can give to your local handmaiden, unlocking some inventory including this key, which gives us access to Irina of Karim? Irina. She'll be able to teach you miracles, but recruiting her also gives you access to this asshole. He can help you out in a couple of different boss fights, and having him around is better than nobody, but honestly, anybody else would be better. So now that we're back at the church, let's fight a demon. No big deal. This area is packed with loot and kind of hard to get to, so be sure you look everywhere before you move on. Like, even past these evangelists. Don't bother fighting them, they're pretty easy to dodge past. Oh, fuck. Jam enters a large area. While looking for the boss, a massive cursed greatwood turns to face Jam, much like a public flasher, revealing to Jam its many testicles. Using some charcoal pine resin, Jem quickly applies fire to his greatsword and starts chopping. The cursed greatwood has got ball sacks all over the place, and when you split one of them, you do tons of damage. So be on the lookout and don't be stingy with those two-handed strikes. Oh hey, check it out, we got a transposing kiln. You know who loves these? Ludleth of Corland. Here you go, buddy. Full disclosure though, I got it from a ball sack. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm so glad to have this video out of my brain colon. Next up is the Road of Sacrifices. Bet it's gonna be spooky. Until that's out, you can check out one of my other mind butt babies. Thanks again for watching and have a lovely day.